Welcome back to NT Coins World, the channel where collectors and numismatists alike dive into the fascinating world of rare coins. Today, we've got something special for all you Washington Quarter enthusiasts. We'll be taking an in-depth look at two valuable quarters, one from 1977 and one from 1978. These coins may look simple at first glance, but trust me, the story behind them and their current market values are anything but ordinary. So, let's dive in. The Washington Quarter, introduced in 1932, has been a staple in American currency for decades. Though many quarters are common, some years, especially when tied to certain mintage figures or errors, can carry significant value among collectors. Today we're starting with the 1977 D Washington Quarter dollar coin, struck at the Denver Mint. The D mint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted in Denver, and as we'll see, the value of this coin can be influenced by several factors. In 1977, the United States government produced over 400 million Washington quarters, which was a fairly typical mintage number for the time. Out of these, a significant portion was struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the D mint mark. The 1977 D quarter is part of the regular series struck for circulation, and although millions were produced, it's still a key date for collectors, particularly those focusing on the 1970s era. But what makes the 1977 D quarter dollar stand out? Well, that's where the condition and variety of the coin come into play. Before we delve into the value and rarity of this coin, it's important to understand what fine condition means in the context of coin grading. A fine coin, like this 1977 D Washington Quarter, shows moderate wear but still retains a lot of the key design details. The features, such as George Washington's portrait, the eagle on the reverse, and the date markings, are visible but might be slightly worn or softened due to circulation. A coin in fine condition may not have the sharpness and detail of a higher grade specimen, but it's still in decent shape and is far more collectible than a heavily worn or damaged piece. Though the 1977 D Washington Quarter isn't known for any major minting errors, there are some interesting details that collectors pay attention to when evaluating its value. One common variety collectors look out for is the presence of a doubled die. While the 1977 D doesn't have any prominent doubled die varieties, it's always worth checking for any subtle flaws or characteristics that can increase a coin's appeal. The most notable feature for this coin is its overall condition and how well it has been preserved. Coins with sharp details and minimal wear tend to be more valuable. To understand the significance of the 1977 D Washington Quarter, it's important to consider the historical context. The United States was in the midst of a post-Vietnam War era, with the country experiencing significant economic changes. Inflation was rising, and the Federal Reserve was working hard to stabilize the economy. The coin itself carries the legacy of George Washington, the first president of the United States, whose image has graced the quarter since 1932. The Washington Quarter, with its timeless design, is not only a piece of currency but also a reflection of American history and pride. Now let's talk about what collectors really want to know, the market value. While the 1977 D Washington Quarter isn't one of the highest valued coins in the series, its worth can vary depending on its condition and the specifics of the market. In fine condition, this coin typically sells for around $5 to $10 on the open market. However, there are certain factors that can push the price higher. For example, if a 1977 D quarter is in exceptional fine condition with minimal wear and crisp details, it could fetch upwards of $20 or more. The key to its value is demand, rarity, and condition. In recent years, there has been a renewed interest in Washington quarters from the 1970s, and coins like the 1977 D are becoming more popular among collectors who are focusing on building sets from specific eras. This trend has seen prices gradually increase over time, especially for well-preserved specimens. To wrap up this segment, the 1977 D Washington Quarter is a great example of how Even relatively common coins can become valuable over time. In fine condition, it may not break the bank, but it remains a solid piece in a Washington Quarter collection. With its moderate mint age and historical importance, it's a coin that collectors continue to appreciate. If you find one in excellent condition, don't be surprised if its value rises above the typical range. Keep your eyes peeled for any signs of rarity or unique characteristics that might set a particular 1977 D quarter apart from the rest. Now that we've covered the 1977 D Washington Quarter, let's take a look at another coin from just 1 year later, the 1978 D Washington Quarter. Although it's from a similar era, this coin brings its own set of unique attributes that make it a fascinating piece to explore. Let's dive into the 1978-D and see how it compares. The 1978 D Washington Quarter is another representative piece of American numismatic history, struck at the Denver Mint. Much like its 1977 counterpart, this coin carries a similar design, but offers its own set of characteristics that collectors should pay close attention to. As we dig deeper into the history, mintage, and value of this coin, you'll see why it's a piece worth considering in your collection. In 1978, the United States Mint produced a staggering 482 million quarters, a bit higher than the 1977 production. The majority of these quarters were struck at the Denver Mint, and the D mint mark tells us where it was made. With such a large number of coins minted, the 1978 D Washington Quarter is quite common, making it relatively easy to find in circulation or through various coin dealers. However, as with any common coin, the real value comes in the condition it's in and the specific features that may make it stand out. In fine condition, the 1978 D Washington Quarter shows moderate wear but still retains essential details, much like the 1977 D Quarter. The George Washington portrait will be visible, though there might be some flattening or softness in the details due to the wear from circulation. For the reverse, the eagle design and the inscriptions around it will remain readable, though possibly worn. In a coin with such moderate wear, collectors look for clarity in the lettering and design to ensure it remains a desirable specimen. As with most quarters from the 1970s, the 1978 D Washington Quarter doesn't carry a hefty price tag in fine condition. Typically, it will be valued around $5 to $10 in this grade. However, much like the 1977 D Quarter, its market value can increase if it's in better condition or shows particular characteristics that make it more desirable to collectors. A coin in better than average fine condition could potentially be worth $15 to $20. Again, much of the coin's value is determined by demand, rarity, and the condition in which it's found. The 1978 D Washington Quarter is a typical example of a coin that, while not rare in the grand scheme of things, still holds value for collectors who appreciate coins from this period. It may not command the same prices as rarer Washington Quarters, but with its historical significance and relatively low cost, it's a coin that appeals to collectors seeking to complete their sets. In fine condition, expect it to be an affordable but valuable addition to your collection. Today, we've explored two fascinating Washington Quarters, the 1977 D and the 1978 D, both in finer condition. While neither of these coins may stand out as the most valuable in the Washington Quarter series, their historical context and collectible appeal make them interesting pieces to track. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, these coins are a great addition to any collection. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into these two quarters, and as always, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to NT Coins World for more insights into the world of rare coins. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering the treasures hidden in your coin jar.